Well, I hope you could hear the audio for that, because it's a pretty cool thing, but we'll play it on the way out as well. Welcome, everybody, to ReGen Invitational. Now, I have the lobby up and ready to go here. We can see, I think it's all good. Hey, fellows. We ready? Let's make sure these guys are ready. Let's make sure they are ready to go. As you guys can see, we have the giant old bracket that is up in here. We have Order of the Sleeping Dragon versus Elite Murloc Chieftains. I've mixed up the title order, but we can actually fix that right now. Let's cut that and then put that right here, and then we'll update information. There we go. So OSD will be on the left hand side. Looks like both teams are ready to go. Sweet, starting. Running a little bit behind. That's okay. Move right over here. Awesome. Oh, that's an interesting. I didn't even thought about that.
I like it.
Ha! I like it. Thank you very much for that follow. We will add some things in here as well. What do I got here? Browser sources, right? Yeah. There we go. Perfect. And we'll just put it down in here, a little tiny corner. All right, guys. Oh well, goon. I'm a goon. Oh well, missing one. What are we missing one? What? What? I'm so confusing. Apparently we're missing one? How are we missing one? Oh. I asked if they were ready. Anyway, okay, we're off to a great start here. It doesn't matter realistically who's banning. Murda! Murda! Audio heard? You heard the audio in the video? Yeah! Sweet. Okay, I think I fixed it then. Now we only lose by 4.5 levels instead of 5. Oh boy. Alright, so on the left-hand side we have OSD, and on the right-hand side we have EMC, as you can see by the lovely headers in the top left and right-hand corners. We're going to be seeing the Genji and the Maiev banned right here. Now, with the Maiev changes, it has been a little different as of late. Oh my god, the Abathur pick. A little different as of late. I haven't seen her banned out as much as you would typically see. So, like, it's a little different, I would say. She's not as common nowadays to see in the first pick, first ban, all that jazz. God, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. But the first pick, Abathur, I'm not sure the thing is working. Murda, I'll get it set up. I'll get it set up for you. We're gonna see the Greymane first pick. Nightbot. Get Nightbot up. And then we're gonna see the Dahaka. Greymane and Dahaka. Dahaka a great pick up on this map. I like the Dahaka pick. Greymane, also a phenomenal pick here. Reason being is because of that that camp potential. Abathur, they're going in strong here, and that's exactly what they're looking for. Let me set up a new command. Add command. It's going to be ! bracket. Oops. And then we need to go into here and just find it. Here, look at that. Alright, we're going to see the Arthas and the Hanzo pick. So they are looking to counter that Dahaka and Greymane pick in the Arthas, and then picking up that Hanzo. Submit that bracket, that new one there. Perfect. Alright, let's give this a thing now. There you go. Look at that. Bam. They're looking to get that Hanzo for the potential bossing. Now, that Hanzo W talent is phenomenal on this map. Like, it is crazy. You can just walk in, take a boss, walk out. Great. It is absolutely beautiful that what you can do on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new scene here. Don't mind me. I'm working as I'm working. We got a Sonya band coming out on the side of EMC here. I like this band, purely for the solo laning, like getting rid of the solo laning as well as that other bulky front line there. So that is something that to keep in mind. And 2 Sonya's is pretty spooky, to be totally honest. Image. Actually, I need to add a whole bunch of different things first. Look at that. I see the ETC band. I like the ETC band. I think ETC is a phenomenal band here. It functions very well with that potential mosh pit, as well as that semi-global talent in the form of stage dive, plus another front line that is needed on the side of EMC, and ETC is just an overall great tank. What an amazing kit that Cow has. Let's see. We want to draft. Oh, the name is already in use. Okay, then use this one. Yeah. He's a phenomenal addition to any team, but we're gonna be seeing the Murden instead, which fills up that the slot pretty well as well. Is that gonna work? I think that's gonna work. Let's try transitioning over to that. And what just happened? What? Why? Why is it when I hit transition it like mucked up? Oh, because I don't need this on here. That's why. Delete. I got it, guys. Don't worry. Look, I updated it. You guys can see a thing on them. There's no names on them. Just bear with me. I'm still working on the stuff. What you got? Rhaegar. I like the Rhaegar pick. Just a good old healer. You got that big burst heal for the double tanks that you have in the form of Ancestral. OSD playing Abathur. Color me surprised. Yes, indeed. We're going to see the Stukov and the Thrall. So the Thrall is going to be the solo laner in this case here. You can also throw Arthas up into the solo laner, but you also have Abathur. And they're going to be looking to stall out this objective. Now, Thrall with that Chain Lightning, you're going to be able to do that because it will bounce. Crash Lightning did receive a little bit of nerfs in the past, like very recently. That thing was absolutely busted, just chunking heroes. Stukov going to have a lot of poke with that Silence. And then you're going to be looking for Hanzo with those scatter arrows, just kind of poking them around. Now we're going to see the skin swaps up here. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Great. All around phenomenal. And then the final pickup in the form of Falstad. Falstad going to be another global on this. They're looking heavy on that globals. Maybe even potentially looking to pick up a bribe here on Falstad. Now, not necessarily the best of picks, but still a viable pick. But you do have Greymane to take those camps. Now you can have the you guys have the benefit of having the double global. You're looking to hunt down that Abathur. They're looking to punish that Abathur pick, and that doesn't surprise me whatsoever. Let's go back into this one now. So we want to transition over. Yeah, I know what I'm doing here, guys. Don't worry. Okay, now it's a best of one. That's it. So it's just one game. And only one game. Now, something to point out is that OSD is actually rocking a new squad today. So, on the left-hand side, we have Order of the Sleeping Dragon, OSD. We got Silent Shoe on that Thrall. We have Trinth, the new support player for OSD. On the Stukov, we have Woven playing the Hanzo. Vikel on that Arthas, and Corgi Booty going to be playing that Abathur over on the right-hand side, though, in the red, we have Elite Murloc Chieftains, EMC. We have Norian on that Falstad, DP Smiley. Looks like the new support player for their team on that Rhaegar. Classicoso on the Dahaka, Undead 752 playing the Greymane, and we have Goku on that Murden. All 5 to the middle here, including the Abathur. A little bit of a route going out there. Going to be landing on sweet names overlay. Get out of here, man. We're going to see a big drag landing on that Arthas, but an even larger silence to catch that Dahaka with the root as well. First blood going over to the side of OSD here. Pretty big pick, I would say, right off the start. And a ton of poke damage coming out from Woven here. I can't remember if it's... I'm going to hit Control 1. I think it's Shift 2. God damn it. I pressed the wrong button. I know how to play this game, guys. Don't worry. Dahaka going up to that top lane, so it's going to be Control 2. Got it. Okay. Control 2. We're going to see the Dahaka in that top lane here against that Thrall, and then now Muradin and Greymane getting chunked by Hanzo. Hanzo going for that redemption, and we're going to be seeing a little bit of Fetid Touch here. We still see the Crash Lightning despite the nerfs. So that's an interesting pickup, I would say. Falstad versus the Abathur in the bot lane. This is going to be definitely a lane that Falstad should be winning. This Corgi Booty looking to play a little bit trolly here. Greymane and Rhaegar going to be making their way over to that siege camp, cap that with ease. But the answer is going to be the Bruiser camp, grabbed by the Hanzo and the Stukov in just about the same amount of time. And we see that Greymane and Rhaegar, who has a slightly better camp-taking potential than the Hanzo until level 4 and 7 do occur, if he is opting to go that build. We'll be able to cap up that Bruiser as well. Thrall in the top lane, you might see them make their way over to that first objective, the siege camp there, as they will get the most out of that objective, seeing as it is located in the bottom lane here. Level 4s for both teams have been reached. Slight EXP lead for the side of EMC. Hanzo looking to try and get as many redemption stacks as possible. Looks like we have completed that quest. A little bit of a poke battle coming out here, as the OSD Bruiser camp has been taken down slightly before that of the EMC one. They're looking to just try and get rid of that mage minion there, try and get rid of that spell shield. First objective is spawning. You got about 15 seconds on that. Dahaka can make his way down at any point in time. Most likely be hearthing and then trying to fill up, or maybe just trying to wait it out. Now, it looks like he will end up digging down here to join the squad, as we see 4 members for EMC already at the point before any of the members of OSD there. Now a quick Q over the wall will be there to interrupt the Dahaka, as now Hanzo going to be forced to jump over. Great jump there to avoid the Greymane and the Murden, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get that interrupt, as Arthas was forced back pretty early on into that fight, wasn't even there. Now, Abathur does have that body soak there, in addition with the siege camp in that top hand lane, but Falstad will be making his way up there to get that camp and deal with that problem, and get the soak up in the top lane. Shouldn't have any problems here. We see the 2v2 in the middle lane, support and Thrall versus the Muradin and the Greymane here. Greymane just looking for a little bit of poke damage. Let's take a look at those level 4 talents we got. We got looking like a shield build on the Abathur. Standard build for Arthas. We are going towards that W build, though, for the Hanzo, which is going to be very important to look at. Something else is level 7 is coming up very, very shortly here, and only 2 hammers have been hit. 2 stuns from the Murden have been hit. He's going to definitely be looking to get another one here. Just throw the W, throw that Q out into the bush, and you're going to get punished here with the slows of Arthas, the root of Thrall, the root of Arthas, and that big silence of Stukov. Going to guarantee that pickup on that Murden, and unfortunately, this means they are going to be a man down here. OSD going to be able to grab that without any problems. Level 7 means that we are not going to be picking up that W talent at level 7 for Woven. So he does have the increased damage, but not the decreased attack time, so we might not be seeing some boss plays here, and rather just looking to take some people down and deal some burst damage with the scatter arrows there. Icebound Fortitude, I believe. Yep, looks like pretty standard build. Mule on top of that, going to be a great addition to the squad as they will look for those elongated fights, try to heal up any of their structures, which is what I would expect to be seeing out of the Abathur. Looks like we have a big fight over on the boss here, as Thrall is alone trying to deny that boss cap. EMC trying to get a little bit sneaky, but now we have the Hanzo looking to poke down that Greymane. Greymane is getting low, but Dahaka has dug up. Just a ton of poke damage coming out from the Hanzo and the Thrall. Crash Lightning stacks as well, only sitting at 5. Now, you don't get that quest online until you hit 30 now. 30 is a pretty big number in comparison to the 20, and it was already hard enough to get 20. So I can't say that the talent is really worth it too much anymore, but a big root and a lot of damage onto Norian. Norian will fall. Will this secure the capture for OSD now, as they are a big damage dealer down, but Thrall now getting bursted from the opposing team, but a big root from Arthas to save the day, and then the Thrall root as well. Ton of damage coming out as well from the Arthas and Hanzo looking to take down that Dahaka. They are successful in being able to do so, and this will mean that they will most likely be making their way into this top boss, invading on that. Now, EMC is very much aware of the situation, but they do have that siege camp in the bottom, which is now just being taken down by the Abathur. Norian is looking to position in there for a pretty aggressive gust, potentially, but no level 10s have been reached, as I briefly look up and see that level 9 is the only level there. I thought he had a sneaky play in mind. Now, this is a pretty good boss timing for them, as now you're going to force EMC up into that top lane, deal with the boss. And now the objective is spawning in this bottom lane. You're going to be able to grab that. That makes 3 for 3. And if you want, you can start up this boss. It looks like they're going to be doing that. Actually, delaying the curse. I think this is a very, very heads-up play here from Vikel. Going to be able to deny that capture. Rhaegar grabbing the siege camp, sorry, the bruiser camp in the middle there with Greymane. They're going to be needing to make their way into this capture and get this now, as the boss has been capped. This will be pushing with them during this curse. They're going to get a ton of value. I expect to see at least the bottom fort and the bottom keep walls go from this if they do decide to push as a team. Now, their middle is taking a little bit of damage. Dahaka is still in that top lane, just kind of waiting it out here, as 4 members from the side of OSD kind of just destroy the structures here in the bottom lane. They're going to keep looking to push out this bottom lane. I do imagine they're going to have the full health boss still, and Falstad is not there to deal any damage. Now, Greymane is the majority of this single target damage, but Falstad will be flying in to join the fight, looking for a little bit of poke damage in here. The Crash Lightning now sitting at 10 stacks, getting a little bit of bonus there, and now 11. But he is going hard. The big Earthquake coming out, but Silent Shoe is taking a ton of damage. The clone will come in onto the Thrall as well, but a big Ancestral to save the Muradin on top of that Gust as well to try and deny. They do get the keep here, which is more than I thought they would be able to accomplish, and they are still sitting at that full health Golem. They are looking to potentially end here, playing it quite aggressively, as Silent Shoe is only sitting at about a third health. He does have that self-sustain, sorry, 2/3 health, still the self-sustain though, and they're looking to go in hard. They take down the Muradin, but down goes the Thrall. Dahaka getting quite low as well, but Greymane gonna be able to get that second ability off, maybe the go for the throw coming off, but no. But the core is getting quite low. The boss is still up, and looks like the core will end up going down here. Game 1. And that's all they need, goes over to the side of OSD. Pretty close game, but they took advantage of that curse, and they took advantage of that boss. Very heads-up play here. As you can see, look at the damage dealt. Let's take a look at this hero damage. Falls off pretty hard. It was only a 9 minutes and 24-second game here, so the damage falls off pretty hard. DB Smiley, big old damage numbers there, my friend. But again, It was not too many team fights. Most of the fights were pretty brief, so doesn't surprise me with these hero damage numbers at all. The healing, pretty much on par. The healing here comes above, so there you go, it makes up. But yeah, overall, pretty good game. Very low kills. Sitting at 5-1 here. Silent Shoe coming in strong with that big 1 death. But that will do it for game number 1. And I will be back later on with game number 2. Not this one, but we're going to be seeing a couple more games later on. If you guys watch this video on the way out, you will see the matchups for the day. You guys can also type !bracket in the chat to see the bracket for the ReGen Invitational. So I will talk to you guys later, about 1:30, in about half an hour from now, and we'll have the next game ready to go.